Hello and welcome to the highlights of some fantastic women's racing from Revolution Series Round 2. The racing featured a rematch of the London 2012 Olympic road race between Marianne and Lizzie Armitstead. Two Olympic medalists, one rivalry, the Revolution is taking it to the next level, from the road to the track. Armitstead versus Vos. The last time they met at the Olympic road race, Vos held off Armitstead in a breathtaking sprint finish.
Well, the Olympic race was so great. I think it was the best race I've ever done. Lizzie rode so incredibly strong. I think she rode the race of her life there. And that made me worried because I didn't know how strong her sprint was going to be.
I don't think I was looking at Marianne in the race, no. She's got a poker face anyway, so you never really can tell if she's suffering. I suppose she doesn't suffer, does she? So.
And I was really nervous coming into the last K and the last few hundred meters. I had to make the perfect sprint to beat her. And that made it really a thriller. And for me, it was great to beat her there.
People have suggested that my face when I was crossing the line, I had a smile on my face. That's not true, it definitely was a grimace. It was kind of a relief at crossing the line at first and then realising I had a medal and being super excited, but then probably 10 seconds later I was already regretting not having gold.
Well, Lizzie is really strong, so I think for the future she's going to be one of my biggest rivals.
I think Marianne is everybody's main rival, yeah. She's so dominant at the moment in women's cycling, so she's the person to beat at the moment for everybody. I think me and Marianne are quite similar in our strengths and weaknesses. She's an all-round rider and so am I. At the moment she's a better climber than I am, and on the track I think maybe I'm a better tactical racer. My biggest strength I think is my will to win, and I just love cycling. Everybody has weaknesses, but I try to keep them as secret as possible. I think the way to beat Marianne is to have the confidence to beat it.
Well, since 2011 Worlds in Apeldoorn, I haven't been on the track. But when I got the invitation for the Revolution, I said, okay, let's do it.
The last time I was on the track was September 2011. I think tonight anybody could win. It's going to be interesting racing.
I can't remember us racing against each other on the track. So of course we see each other nearly every week on the road. But this is going to be a new experience.
If I could beat Marianne today, it would mean a confidence boost going into the next season.
I want to beat Lizzie, and I'm sure Lizzie wants to beat me.
Let battle commence. 20 riders take to the track. This is a truly star-studded women's field, looking to find out who wins the elimination race.
This is the favourite event on the calendar now here for me, especially since our own Olympic champion Laura Trott took to the boards.
This is the race then where every lap the last rider across the line is eliminated, and we work our way through the field until we end up with two riders going head-to-head for the victory.
Yep, this event all about trying to stay away from the back and stay out of trouble. And we've got Lizzie Armitstead here in second place, got herself nicely positioned here, out of trouble.
Rider taken to the front of the line then was Lucy Garner in the orange colours. Lucy Garner, a double world champion. So we're going to end up with one rider eliminated this time. Lizzie Armitstead going to the front yet again.
Jo Rousel now takes up the charge on the front, as we've got the first of the eliminations taking place here.
And the first rider eliminated in the blue and white is Charlene Joyner, as a teammate of Lucy Garner, Corinne Hall, tries to get back onto the string of riders.
Yep, and Hall there at the back in the orange and black really is in trouble.
So she's eliminated. Two riders already out of the field. 18 riders left. And right at the front now is the rider from the skill team in the white and green, and that's Amy Peters.
And who's going to be out this time? That looks like Vera Cadoda, the Dutch rider. These laps really are coming round quick now.
Right at the front now, the gold medalist and silver medalist in the Olympic Games, Lizzie Armitstead and Marianne Vos, tracking each other all the time as they race round. One more rider eliminated, and that is Alice Barnes of 23C.
Yeah, and Lizzie Armitstead there, just out of the saddle, keeping herself nicely positioned out of the way. She's on a wheel now as well, so she's in the slipstream. And as we've got Lucy Garner coming over the top again.
Jo Rousel almost eliminated that time. That was very, very close indeed. But the rider who is eliminated is Kaylee Brogan of Team Ibis Cycles.
And it looks now as the riders here are really starting to battle for position at the back. Eleanor Barker, it looks like there, who's just got herself put out.
Well, that's a surprise. Eleanor Barker, a very, very good time trialist, the World Junior Time Trial Champion. So she's eliminated, she drops out. And Jo Rousel, the Olympic champion, in a little bit of difficulty at the back of this group now, trying to make sure she goes through, but she doesn't. So Jo Rousel now is eliminated, and we have 13 riders left in this race.
Yep, Rousel, she used one life earlier on, a few laps ago, and she just got herself on the back foot here. Smaller group of riders now, but nobody can relax here. You just can't afford to take your eye off the riders behind you.
Lucy Martin, a teammate of Lizzie Armitstead, at the back of the string that time. So she now sits up, she's out of the group, and Armitstead riding very, very well on this track, considering she has not been on the boards in a race since 2011.
Eileen Rowe gets herself put out there, where we can see where the riders are starting to bunch up. It's quite easy to get taken by surprise, but Lizzie Armitstead there, she's got herself in the middle. She's down near the bottom of the track as well. She really does need to watch out that she doesn't get caught napping.
11 riders left, but Harriet Owen there is the rider who is now taken out of the string. This race also called the Devil Take the Hindmost, as well as the elimination. Armitstead realises she's in a little bit of trouble here as she moves up towards the front, and the next rider is taken out, and that is Hannah Barnes of Team Ibis Cycles, a very, very good town centre race rider, but Hannah Barnes now eliminated.
So we're down to 9 riders now. The pressure really is starting to be applied now on the front of the bunch.
And the rider at the back there riding for Team Specialised Lululemon was Ellen Van Dyke. She has been taken off the track. The next rider at the back now in a little bit of trouble is Nina Kessler.
Yeah, and it looks like Kessler, she's just really trying to come round, and oh, she just gets caught there on the back.
So we're down now to 7 riders left on this elimination race here in Manchester for Revolution. Side by side still, Lizzie Armitstead in the blue, yellow and green alongside Marianne Vos. The next rider eliminated is the talented youngster Emily Kay.
And that's Katie Colclough there going to the front now, trying to press on as Amy Peters gets caught at the back. She's done an awful lot of work the last few laps. Has she got anything left?
Katie Colclough, talented rider, isn't she? Lucy Garner sneaks through, makes that look very, very easy indeed. Amy Peters, who's been riding towards the front of the string all the time, is now eliminated. We're down to the last 5.
And it's Vos, the Olympic road race champion, who takes up the lead. These riders need to keep an eye on each other, and Armitstead, she's doing that.
That was really close, just a millimetre or so between the 2 riders at the back. Katie Colclough is eliminated. We're down to the last 4. Remember, we will finish with 2 riders racing head-to-head on the track. These 4 riders, Vos on the front, Armitstead is there, Garner makes it, and Amy Roberts is eliminated.
So we're left with 3. But what a quality selection we've got here. All former world champions together.
This is looking great, isn't it? Marianne Vos injects a little bit more pace. Armitstead on the wheel. The double world junior champion Lucy Garner eliminated. And now we are head-to-head. It's a rematch of the Olympic road race with Marianne Vos and Lizzie Armitstead on the boards.
Well, at that road race, the finish up the mall, it was Vos who got the victory. What can Armitstead do here? She knows she's got to watch her. She knows that Vos has got the better sprint, and she's got her held up on the boards there. Vos here, the Dutch rider in the orange and blue. She's riding it well. She knows exactly what to do.
Last lap now. Marianne Vos in the orange and blue. She opens up the sprint. Armitstead trying to get on the wheel. This is going to be a tremendous tussle. They almost touch wheels. Round the top banking. Vos is going to go for the line. Armitstead trying to get closer, but she doesn't make it.
The much anticipated rematch lived up to its hype, but ended with the same result. Vos beats Armitstead. Double world junior champion Lizzie Garner showed she is definitely one to watch for the future, taking an impressive 3rd place. Now let's bring you action from 2 other women's races held as part of a 3-race Omnium. The scratch race once again featured our 2 Olympians, Lizzie Armitstead and Marianne Vos. But it was another British rider, Katie Colclough of Specialised Lululemon, who took a stunning and dramatic victory. Second was Vos, and last year's winner of the DHL Future Stars, Emily Kay of Scott Contessa Epic, took a thrilling 3rd place. women's race was hard fought throughout. A consistent Ellen van Dijk of Team Specialized Lululemon took the victory. Vos finished in 4th place to win the Omnium competition overall. Thanks for joining me for our review of the Revolution. We'll be back in January for round 3. Bye for now.